Hello everybody, Raptor here. Welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video. Today we are starting our Road to Diamond series within Legends of Runeterra. So, very similar to League of Legends, Runeterra, as you would expect being created by Riot, does have its own ranked system that takes inspiration from the League of Legends version. Basically, there's multiple divisions: Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, and Masters. I believe they showed the Masters icon, so I do believe that's in the game. And I imagine eventually when the game gets a full release, we'll have a Challenger division as well for like the top 50 players. I'm not exactly sure if that's something they're going to be interested in the long run, but at least for the time being, those are the divisions we have. I'm currently in Iron 3. I played a little bit of this on stream. As per usual, I will be recording most of these videos live on my stream, twitch.tv/Rakmdar. Be sure to go check it out. The next live stream will be dated in the description below, so you have a time or a date for you to check out and mark your calendars for. As work is still a bit sporadic, so I don't really have a set schedule at the moment. So basically, if you're watching this and you want to check out one of my live streams, the description will be your best friend. So yeah, we are going to be. I played a little bit on live stream. I've been kind of waiting a little bit to try and collect more cards. Unlike the previous alpha testing periods that I had access to for some of my other videos, I don't have access to all the cards, and so I tried to do a little bit of collecting before I really jumped into the ranked system, but I ended up finding out that might as well just play it anyway. So we have a bunch of decks here. None of these are decks that I will most of these aren't going to be really relevant. I'm going to be using this deck here. This is called That's Not Hecarim. And you can see I'm going to edit, and I'll show off the deck a little bit. Basically, Zed Hecarim is one of the decks that I am very much interested in building. And this, because I have collected a decent amount from the like Shadow Isles and Ionia regions particularly, I went ahead and took advantage of some of the more free, or some of the easier to access cards, such as Zed. We'd get, for the most part, once you complete the prologue, you get 2 copies of him, and similarly, you get, for the most part, like, this is a pretty budget deck. That's why it says That's Not Hecarim, because I don't own Hecarim yet. I do have a copy of Shen and Thresh. Both of these are in my deck here in order to help win matches as best as I can. Shen can probably be removed, maybe Thresh too if you have units that are stronger. Champions are some of the strongest units you can use, but for the most part, in terms of the synergy of the deck, these two aren't super good. But this is a deck that takes advantage of Shadow Isles and Ionia, 2 of, I feel, the strongest factions of the game. Shadow Isles has a great selection of removal and control spells, while also having access to the best draw card in the game, Glimpse Beyond. Glimpse Beyond is also nice because a lot of the Shadow Isles cards have a floating effect. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh term, I guess. They have a revive effect, or they have an on-death effect. Basically, most of the time, this involves summoning an even stronger monster to the field. So for example, Cursed Keeper is a 1/1/2, but when he dies, he drops a 4/4, which is a pretty hefty board or monster. So for 4 mana, you can summon a 4/4 and draw 2 cards by using this card and this combined together. So I feel like a lot of the draw power in this deck is really strong. I really think this card is pretty insane. And then Ionia also gives us access to another pretty insane card, being Deny. Where's Deny at? I don't know, Deny is over here. Deny is basically a negate spell. At 3 mana, you can stop any spell that gets activated, and this includes some of the champion or unit activated spells. So for example here, let's see if I can find him real quick. Raza the Sunderer. Basically, when he gets played, if an ally had died, you can kill the two weakest enemies on your, that your opponent has. This counts as a play spell. So if this card gets played and your opponent has the conditions met to activate this card, you can deny it. Additionally, something like Vladimir I think I have a copy of Vladimir I could go ahead and show. So where's he at? There he is. So Vladimir, attack for each other attacking ally, deal 1 to it and 1 to the enemy nexus. So it's an activation of a spell that you can deny. Similarly, if you also have an Anivia on the field, we actually used this in one of my ranked matches. During an attack, you deal 1 to all enemies. This is also another thing that you could deny negate with the deny spell. So I think it's a pretty like in all honesty, like the Shadow Isles Ionia combo is very, very oppressive. It's very difficult to out advantage this deck because of the sheer draw power and removal that it can garner. I don't think it's going to. I don't know for sure yet. Like the meta is still shifting. Riot has actually done some pretty cool things in terms of limitations. If I go to the card shop here, I talked about this a little bit in my previous video, but they're actually only allowing so many purchases of cards per week so that the meta and everything has a chance to stabilize and not stabilize, but like has an actual progression period. So that way, because normally if everyone can purchase all the cards, all the people that own all the cards will just instantly pretty much optimize the meta because of course they own everything. But now people have to progress towards stuff, find new strategies as they collect new cards, and it creates I feel a healthier progress, especially to help make the people who don't pay a lot of money to buy all the cards make their lives a little easier. So this is the deck that we're going to be using. There's really nothing too special. I will say that one of my favorite combos is going to be the Undying. So this card, whenever he dies, he just revives itself with a buff. This can be a very oppressive card. And then additionally, there's another card in this deck, Dawn and Dusk. Summon 2 exact copies of an ally and they're ephemeral. We can combo this with the Undying in order to make an ephemeral unit of the Undying. It will kill him at the end of the turn or on attack, and it will revive both of them, basically giving you a strong 3-person board that your opponent really struggles to try and figure out how to deal with. Again, they can't block, as you can obviously see, so that can be a bit of a detriment if your opponent is pressuring your Nexus. But for the most part, that's about it. For the most part, it's still a pretty decent strategy, and I feel like it's pretty cool. It's really fun. This is very basic, very unoptimized for the most part, but it's a deck that I was doing well with. We managed to climb to the 3rd division, 3rd tier of Iron. I will be on stream finishing or playing some more in order to collect more cards and optimize some of my decks and hopefully keep on climbing. Most of this will be streamed live on my Twitch channel, like I said at the start, so please make sure you're following that if you want to catch every single video. Similar to my Yu-Gi-Oh series, in which I played or did my climb to King of Games in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, we are only going to be playing we're only going to be recording videos here and there for very special matches. I may start incorporating a little more editing depending on how I feel going forward with some of the stuff, but for the most part, these kind of free-form live commentaries that I just do what I'm doing now is going to be the norm. Alright, so match number 1. These matches do tend to take a little bit longer. We do have the Undying, and we do have Deathmark. I think we're going to drop the Deathmark because we don't have an ephemeral ally. So we're going to do that. Oh, nice. A really solid ramp here. We could play all 3 of our monsters. and then we also have Black Spear. So we do have the ability to act first. And this is kind of what I was saying about these, some of these Shadow Isles units, is Cursed Keeper, while he can't block, he can just summon a monster when it dies. So it can really just threaten your opponent. Like, your opponent's going to have to find a way to deal with it, or always just take 1 damage, which can add up pretty quickly. So, don't know what my opponent's doing. I guess just doing his thing. Summon a monster. That is pretty nice. We do have a lot of elusive units in here as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. So, one of the trickiest things with the Runeterra right now is elusive units are pretty powerful and pretty common. So being capable of dealing with elusiveness from your opponent is pretty important, I feel. Especially, I think they're only from Ionia though. Now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I'm pretty sure elusive is Ionia. So if you see Ionia, there's a good chance they're running elusiveness. And it's just really important not to get cheesed out by various strategies. Right now, elusive is one of them.
Did it move?
So he's actually going to be playing the same card I am. I'm going to attack though. I probably shouldn't, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because he's playing Elise, so he wants the spider on the field. So this is a not an ideal situation for me, but that's fine. We'll deal with it when the time comes. Nice. We can summon the duo. It looks like he's going to be playing a spell, I guess. Okay. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and summon the duo. This will just give us some stuff. He did just use his removal to deal with he did just use his removal cards to deal with that spider, so let's go ahead. I'm going to play the Undying. Getting the Undying out as early as you can is pretty crucial, because you want him to start ramping up and threatening. So he probably will have a spell.
There's nothing to
Alright. So she has to have 3+ spiders. So we don't have any spells. Next turn, we risk Elise leveling up, which could be a huge problem. Huge problem moving forward. Okay, so this is nice. We can 2-2 combo. 2-2 combo. See what he's going to play. So he's going to play that to deal damage to it. Okay.
We must all make sacrifices.
So he's gonna get a good chunk of damage in here. We're gonna go ahead and do this now, so that whenever he attacks, I can get rid of damage from Elise. Oh, nice. We drew the Zed and another Undying. A little bit unfortunate. He's playing Noxus. So Noxus doesn't have access to deny. Only the Ionia units can deny. So that's an important thing to remember when you're looking at playing an opponent. If you're not playing against Ionia, you do not have to worry about deny. So I think we're in a pretty decent spot here, actually. We can drop Zed if we want, and of course we get our Undying back. I'm not too sure. We do have a lifesteal unit here. I think we'll go ahead and so I can play this and he won't be able to react, which would be pretty nice. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and we're going to play it on Zed because we want Zed to be able to not die. He seems to be playing some good removal cards, so we want to make sure that whatever he's going to do will bypass the Zed, or we'll just get blocked by the barrier. So we'll see what he summons. Hopefully nothing too crazy. Rude Awakening. Summon 3 spiderlings. Okay. and then give them all 1/1. That is fine. That is fine. We have quick attack, so we're going to be able to destroy whatever we need to. And we did play the barrier as well. This would get rid of a lot of spiders too, so that's pretty nice. Unfortunately won't be able to take full advantage of the barrier, but I think that's fine. Another key guardian. Let's see. So he's got the Undying now. I think we're going to summon this guy.
These are dangerous lands.
And then we can also...
It's playtime.
Oh, that's a permanent boost. I see. So nice, we do have the life steal here. I think what we're going to do is... I think I just want to draw. So we can't, we actually can't block with this guy, so doing this now is fine. So we're just going to do this and draw more cards. This is what I was saying, like like this guy just keeps reviving, so we're getting the advantage of having him be very strong, while also at the same time getting cards. So nice, we can play the Dawn to Dusk. And I do believe I want to block one of the spiders with this guy. That'll heal us up as well, so we are good. And I'm pretty confident. I think we're going to just go ahead and swing. We could use Dawn and Dusk to kill, to summon more Undying. I actually might do that. I think we're going to go for the big Undying play here. Hopefully he doesn't have a monster. So this is a slow. This is going to be him responding to this, and then he'll have a chance to summon a unit if possible. So the sheer draw power, dude. We got 2 boosts to this guy while drawing all of our key combo cards. Like, that's just pretty insane. And then now these guys will have ephemeral and be able to just respawn. So like, pretty insane. pretty insane. Oh, snail. So that is not good. That is definitely not good.
Feel your fear, Noxian dog.
You're the one hiding behind a mask.
Is mine.
I think we're just gonna... I think we'll play the Zed, because it'll force him to like block with everything, and then the Rekindler can actually revive the Zed. So he thinks he's going to get pretty clever with the Darius there. But all of these spiders are going to die. Everything here is going to die. We're going to heal up a little bit too. This is a bit terrifying though, because unfortunately he does have the Darius here leveled up with Overwhelm. So I think, yeah, we want to summon this guy just to have another monster on board so that we can block, because of course this guy can't block. This guy has Overwhelm. Shark Chariot is summoned. Okay. So we need another blocker. Let's see. We don't have... So the thing is, I summon this in order to prevent him from being able to... Okay. Gonna play it on this guy. There's a deny, nice. That's nice.
Everything's better with company.
Says you.
I'm not sure if that actually stops the Darius going through with the Guardian here. Okay. Yeah, we unfortunately have so many monsters. Ooh.
We march.
Where are you going?
Okay, so that's still gonna pierce. That's
I sense fear.
pretty awful. Damn, he really? That's insane, man.
You have to get me out of here.
And the piercing still goes through. That's rough. Whatever. I really wish I had some of my removal, because we definitely have removal in the game. But even with all that drawing, we just sometimes you just get unlucky. I feel like we played mostly well. The Darius overwhelmed, dude. The Darius overwhelmed. We just couldn't deal with it. A lot of our units, unfortunately, do have that can't blocks property, so that is very unfortunate. If you go for the very aggressive play with the Undying, you do have to be very careful with that. So I guess learn it here first, folks. Don't take after me all the time. Learn from my mistakes, as I will learn from my mistakes as well. So let's go ahead, we'll play again. I don't really have another deck at the moment. I'll probably do another deck showcase, another showcase of a new deck on the next episode. I do want to really prepare a little bit more. I've been starting to study up some of the top tier decks that people are building and all that, so I think we'll probably only have time for one more. Probably only have time for one more. Alright, so I want to keep the Deny, I want to keep the Death Mark. Okay. Probably should get rid of, I don't know. We're not playing around our Death Mark stuff very well, which is kind of unfortunate. Death Mark is one of the best removals, though. Alright, so he's playing Ionia Piltover, which is interesting. We do have the Shark Chariot, though. Oh no. He's playing Teemo. Oh no. Teemo is one of the more interesting deck types, to be honest. Okay. Do I want to play that now? I don't think so. We're going to play the Elusive.
Everything's better with company.
Says you.
Okay. I wonder if he's going to swing. I'm gonna take it. I'll take it. Okay, we're gonna summon the Shark Chariot here, threaten the... Ooh, nice. This is the perfect card to get a Death Mark on. So this card is a 3 mana, 5/5 with lifesteal. So this is the main like combo with Death Mark that we like. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead, swing in with the Elusive and the Shark Chariot. 6 damage, pretty nice. Next round, we'll have just enough mana to do the Death Mark Dark Water combo.
Without a sound.
Which is perfect, because he has Zed. He's got the Zed. We do have to be wary, because Deny is part of the Ionia set. So he could have Deny in his hand. Probably unlikely. He's only got 4 other cards. He's gonna actually protect himself from that. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to immediately swing. If I was him, I would immediately swing.
An apt pupil.
My life for the Order.
Unfortunately, though, he did not. Because if he immediately swung, it would really force me to actually it would force me to block with this on his Zed, so the Zed doesn't level up. So,
I have many.
all right, we'll do this. Okay, and then we'll block. Only 1 mana, he can't deny this, so pretty good. Pretty good, and we'll also lifesteal the rest of this up. Kill. Oh no. Really? That's a... No way. And that kill... No! Wow, that's a 1 mana? That's crazy that that's only 1 mana. Gee, many.
Lady Elise, where are you?
Alright, I need to... Alright, so we can actually deal with his Zed.
Me mask, secure me tail, start the day.
Damn, he's got a bunch of these mushrooms. I'm about to get wrecked by the Teemo.
Never see us coming.
We're gonna swing in with this. If he blocks, we'll just kill it with this and draw 2. I wonder if he's going to block with the elusive. Didn't really think about that.
Pay dirt.
Alright, so he already has no mana. I can't, unfortunately, chain these two because I already committed to the attack. So the moment that this resolves to kill this guy, the attack would go through, and then I wouldn't be able to do this.
Master.
I will do this though because I want a little bit of draw power here. I really need some extra cards. There we go, nice, and another Scourge. We don't have a champion, so we can't. Oh, ouchie! We might lose this one too. Our deck not looking too hot. We'll have to be making some huge improvements to our ranked deck list.
I am the blade.
So he's gonna play the Zed again. The question that I have becomes: do I want to vengeance the Zed? So I won't be able. He has enough mana to cast Deny, and we've already gone through a lot of our decks at this point, so there's a pretty high chance he has it if he plays it. So I think what I'm going to do is block with the Spiderling and then cast Black Spear, because that will enable I think better plays.
An apt pupil.
My life for the order.
Okay. So if I summon this, I won't be able to. I feel like I need a blocker though. I'm gonna summon it. I need something to block with. Unfortunately, we don't have enough enough for this now, but if he goes in for an attack, then alright.
Shadows cut deep as any weapon.
So I think we kill this, and then we block this, and then we're going to vengeance the Zed. Or Black Spear the Zed. right. Alright. Give us a good draw here. Good draw. That's okay. Okay.
Order rewards its faithful.
That's a lot better. We'll take that.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
So I think what we're going to do here is bait something out with the Shadow Shift. I'm hoping that he blocks with his Ephemeral so that I can get my drawback and another, or not Ephemeral, Elusive. I'm hoping that he blocks with the Elusive.
Oh, that's a harvest right there.
These mushrooms are about to super wreck me though. So that's all of his mana.
They cannot hide.
So hopefully, I'm hoping he blocks the Elusive, and then I can have...
You cannot
Yep,
escape.
nice.
Hey,
Alright. And the Shadow, I'm pretty sure that the Shadow will still, like, do battle with the Elusive. Nice. Nice. My opponent... Alright, we're about to draw, like, 8 mushrooms. I can feel it. Oh, we didn't draw any mushrooms. But this is nice, because we now have our own Zed. We now have our own Zed, which will enable this guy to resummon him if he dies. Looking okay. Kind of okay. Kind of okay. So 3, 3, 3. We don't have enough for all of them.
blink or you miss me.
So I need to put this guy...
Silent as
I'm
death.
gonna put her out. Ow. Damn, I think the mushrooms might just finish us off. The mushrooms might finish us off. If he casts Mystic Shot, we're going to deny it. Which is kind of unfortunate, but we'll see. I'm just really... the thing is, I can't have him...
There was a little fella asking for me.
When you cast a spell, plant 3. So I don't want to actually risk not being able to deny a spell. Oh man. I think the mushrooms are just going to end me here. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, friend. I know what your plan is. I ain't letting the Ezreal hit me. And this is why we did not attack with, or summon the Zed.
Look out! Watch and learn.
It's too late for you.
And I will kill this guy because this just literally just like accelerates the hell out of his deck. So we do not want that. Okay. Oh, okay, that's 2. That's only 2. I think we'll just do Zed.
Do not fear the shrouded path.
I walk your path alone.
And we'll see what he summons. Hopefully, I don't think he's got too many big monsters. I feel like, yeah, because his strategy is to just like kind of DOT me with the mushrooms. So he might not have anything to deal with this Zed.
The order rewards its faithful.
All right. I might actually go for. This. I think this is a play that I'm just gonna make, and then we'll be able to swing with a bunch of Zeds, and that should just be really, really nice. And we'll hold on to the elusive Shadow Assassin. Does he have Deny now? That'd be kind of unfortunate. Oh no! Another Mystic Shot? Fuck.
Into darkness.
Ah. Damn. The fact that the chain resolves like that is pretty frustrating. We do have Rekindler though, so we're going to use that. I think mushrooms are going to kill us though. I don't think we can survive. We definitely can't survive 2 more turns. 2, 3. Okay, only 2. We'll see if he swings. If he summons a monster, we're good. We're just gonna do this. I think that's what we have to do. We have to do the rumination.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
Oh, this is unfortunate. We could kill a unit. But I can't summon a monster if I do it like that.
You cannot escape.
Uh,
It's too late for you.
we're gonna lose because of the stupid mushrooms. We're gonna lose because of the mushrooms. Feels bad. Just gonna recall. Damn. Okay, we're gonna do this. Oh, I didn't think. No. I forgot it drew. Okay. Well, clearly there's a bunch of deck things that I need to fix. We're just losing to a bunch of cheese at this point. And that's never good, so be on the lookout for the next video. I'll be recording. I'll be looking to record that fairly soon. I also am planning on doing like a little guide to kind of help people collect rewards. I don't like this. I mean, I do like the deck, but it's the consistency is a kind of an issue, and it has some problems with other various decks. I do plan on making some better decks, and we'll be looking into fixing some of those problems and making the climb happen. I really want to play Karma. A lot of people have deemed Karma to be too weak at this point, but I still want to play her. I think Karma's a lot of fun, but we'll see how it goes. We're going to experiment. We're going to learn. Be sure to come over to the stream when you have a chance. I know this video will be out a little bit later than the couple of days that I streamed, but the next stream will be in the description below. We do a lot of different we talk a lot about decks, we theory craft and all that. That's kind of how I arrived at some of the undying strategies for this. And this is a card game that I'm less unfamiliar with. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have a mana system, so being able to build more decks around this type of card game is something I'm a little less unfamiliar with. So we can learn as we go, and that's kind of the purposes of this. Going to be the purposes of this series. I'm learning, hopefully you're learning, hopefully all of the learning process gets properly put across so that maybe you can improve yourself. But anyway, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you have any deck ideas that you've been looking into, let me know below in the comments. I will be reading some of those. And of course, please hit the subscribe button with the bell notification icon if you enjoy this kind of card game content. I will be doing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links once the KC Cup comes out, or comes in next week. I might even do a box review. I haven't decided if I want to talk about it or not on the YouTube channel. But yeah, so without further ado, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Later.